hell yeah, we can just go. So TikTok straight up will like send me, be like, you have 30 notifications. Will be like, wow, I'm blowing up. I'm getting like fucking famous right now. Yeah. And then I go and look, and it's just like, here's 30 videos famous. We thought you might like. I'm like, fuck what? You. How fucking dare you? 30
because I just downloaded TikTok today. Shelby A. Murray is my.
Did you just follow me?
No.
Oh.
Wait, I don't follow you.
Follow me right now. Here, I'm gonna go to TikTok. Hey everybody, this is the Lousy Advice podcast. That we decided to start like yesterday.
Yeah. Sponsored by TikTok.
Sponsored by TikTok. No, so the band isn't on TikTok, but we individually are. Jake, are you on TikTok?
No, I'm not. I'm on
God
Bite.
Damn it.
What's your TikTok bio?
Oh, my bio?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mine is DIY or cry.
Oh, I like that.
Oh wow, that's.
I should put mine ASM. Are you mad at me? Because I put that as a thing on one of my TikToks, and I thought it was hella fun. You know what? Fuck it. I'm adding it.
We're on what?
It's on Bite.
What's Bite?
What is that?
Remember, it's that new thing from the guy that did.
You started a Bite for us?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. Look at us. Okay,
wow.
I'm doing it right now. So if you go to my TikTok, you'll see this later. ASM. Are you mad at me?
Wait. So what is your TikTok name? How do I follow someone on TikTok? Find contacts.
I'm really glad we're figuring this out now.
I'm really about to figure out who the fuck in my phone book has a TikTok.
Do it. I'm E Lefebvre just on like all platforms, including
my phone number. I'm not gonna say out loud.
TikTok.
Actually.
Ooh. Here's a TikTok. It's a dog dancing. Okay. Anyways, I'm done. I'm gonna stop doing that. So yeah, this is our fun impromptu podcast. So my boyfriend Eric just bought a bunch of sick ass audio equipment because we're going to start doing live videos.
Yes, you heard that right. Eric's boyfriend name is Eric, and if you dislike that, you can physically come here and fight us.
Yeah, find us, fight us.
1600 Pennsylvania Avenue,
straight
Washington, D.C.
Bring a gun. I'm just kidding. Don't. JK LOL. We don't have guns. Also, fuck guns.
Yeah.
But yeah, we decided to start a cool podcast for our band since we're all quarantined.
Yeah.
But we are in the same place, so
all of our shows
let's
are getting
get
canceled.
Thick. All of our shows got canceled.
All of our shows got canceled. I just got excited about TikTok.
Me too. No, legit. When I signed up, I was just like, "Here's my first one. Boom. idea. Second one. Boom." And they're not good. They're stupid.
Yeah.
But eventually, you'll get gold.
I mean, I hope so. I'm also waiting for our music to be on TikTok.
Yeah.
Apparently, it takes like 2 months.
Okay.
We'll see.
But I got excited because anybody who lives in Sacramento or really in California and Nevada has heard of Paul Blanco's Good Car Company. And one night when me and my friend were out drinking a couple years ago, we met this girl, and she was everybody called her Blanco. But her name was like Brianna or sometimes Princess. But it was sketchy.
Okay.
Like, she was a party girl. She is awesome, actually.
Who is this person?
She's Paul Blanco's daughter.
Oh, it's
really?
Yeah, and she's in my contacts in my phone, and I saw her on TikTok, and I'm like, Princess Blanco.
Oh my God.
Like, she's Sacramento royalty.
So
yeah,
I honestly don't know this thing.
You don't know Paul Blanco?
Good Car Company?
Yeah,
because I grew up.
They give you like really terrible loans for cars.
Really?
Yeah, with really bad interest rates.
Do I know Paul Blanco? Drag her dad, queen.
Edit that out for sure.
Really?
I mean, Brown and Blanco's not gonna listen to this shit. What's up, princess?
Hi, how are you?
Remember when you were about to cut my hair, and then you apparently didn't have a license to do that?
Oh,
yeah.
And she always was like,
you told me to edit out me saying that his
I know.
loans are
It doesn't
bad.
matter. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, she's never gonna hear this.
Yeah.
Maybe no one will,
Yeah.
or maybe the right person.
who
will.
knows? Yeah.
But she like always had the plug. She always had like a fancy looking used car, and like,
ooh.
Sounded good, right?
and she
Wow.
she was
Damn.
always fucked up, but she was very fun. I had a great time with Princess Blanco.
But not somebody you want to be like super good friends with, but like she will turn the party is what you're saying?
Like
Got
when
it.
I was like, when I was single and like 22, it was awesome.
It was a party.
And now I'm like 25 and like boot up and don't want to go outside. And I'm like, please don't ever call me. It's fine.
Lucy.
Wait, I want to do that too.
Do it. Crack it.
Should we start over?
No,
Put
let's.
it up to the microphone.
This is the whole
Otherwise,
thing.
You won't hear it.
Are you ready?
Oh, wow, that sounds good.
That's a good one. No, this is
Jake,
fun.
are all three of those beers yours?
Yeah.
You got one just in case because we're gonna be sitting here for a sec.
Yeah, and then I finished it.
Oh, so that
already,
was
so that was the new one.
ergo the cracking.
Yeah,
Got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So yeah, we are Lousy Advice. We are a band, and
We certainly are.
we just
Yeah.
started. I feel like we're just fucking ripping and dipping.
Yeah.
Because we
Started
started
in-
November,
Yep, November.
Yeah.
and it's now March.
Mhm.
We're putting out our second release, Rillis,
Yeah.
Bruce Rillis. We're putting that out in like 3 weeks, which will be hella cute.
We
You're
were
gonna
gonna
Yeah,
put
love
it out
it.
for
crazy.
La Escalera Fest.
But it got
But-
canceled.
Oh wow.
Postponed.
What a shock.
But-
Postponed.
Oh, postponed. Sorry.
you know
yeah.
what? At least we're still giving the people something to look forward to.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You
And
gotta
this
have-
fucking podcast.
Something to look forward to carry on.
I know, because everyone else's shit got canceled too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Like, obviously the big boys, the big fames.
Yeah. But even our other bands.
Yeah.
Every single thing that we have on the books until May
Is canceled
mhm,
or
or
postponed.
What
postponed.
about
Yeah.
our show at the Starlit Room? Is that still on or is that canceled?
No, that's on May 1st.
No, April
Oh, you know what?
20.
I haven't heard anything otherwise. Actually,
That's the Tiny
so,
Still show?
Yeah,
Yes.
that one
Oh,
should still be happening.
I hope it
Tiny
is.
Stills
Lousy Advice.
with
Bristol to Memory.
And lousy advice.
Yeah,
And our band.
Yeah, and our band. It's the Wiretap Records family show thing.
Yeah, it's like
I can't
a
remember
Yeah.
what it's
vacation.
Yeah.
called. Man,
Family vacation?
Yeah, it's family vacation.
It's going to be fun. I really hope that everyone stays safe, but all of this kind of like blows over when we get back to like regular life, because this has impacted like so many people.
But
I
we
mean,
will be
obviously
here
people are
after
dying.
this.
Duh.
Yeah.
But musically, I like hope shit gets back to it, because it's going to be really nice to play shows again, because I'm
Yeah.
hella bummed that all that shit got canceled.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you know our band plays with like a bunch of touring bands. Like Lightweight plays with a bunch of touring bands.
Mhm.
Sad Girls plays with a bunch of touring bands,
Mhm.
and that's really what's getting canceled right now. It's not mostly like shows that are all local bands. People are just kind of like whatever,
Mhm.
Mhm.
not canceling them. But with the touring band stuff, it's like just
Well,
not
it's-
happening.
It just sucks because like they have to, like Cold Rex, right? We
Yeah.
had that show with them, and they canceled because they're from fucking Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're gonna come from New York
Yeah.
to be on the West Coast, and then like everything's fucking canceled and like
Yeah.
what's the
And
point?
even still, like now that it's all locals, that may be happening. That may not be happening
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
I heard that
Yeah.
today. So
Who knows? Yeah.
who knows? We hopefully
All of this shit
the
happened in like
safest thing.
3 days.
That's
too.
why we're here.
That's what we're doing this. But yeah, so Shelby and I are in a band called Sad Girls Club, and Jake is in a band called Lightweight.
Yep. That's true.
And these are facts.
We're the best bands ever.
Yeah. We went on tour in last July,
Mhm.
and it was great and
Mhm.
solidified friendship.
It was amazing.
And then we decided to start a band. Well, y'all decided to start a band in October at Fest, kinda.
Yeah, it was kind of, it was that when we were doing the Alkaline Trio cover set
Mhm.
stuff, where we
Who?
were kind of like,
We're like, why don't we collab
we were like
with these other
vibing.
bands?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
We vibed, and then I don't know where along the lines we were like, we just need to make music together. All of us, all
Yeah.
three of us, were just
Yeah.
like, man, we just want to tour, and
Yeah.
do things and all the things all the time.
Yeah.
Very
The
fast.
Yeah.
trial run was kind of when I played with Sad Girls Club for that one show.
That's true. We were
Yeah.
like, oh, he knows how to play the bass. That's
Yeah.
cool.
I remember that being the day that we decided, like, yes, we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
sitting on those couches and being like,
In the VIP
this is gonna
area,
be a band. Yeah.
because we're VIP.
Yeah.
Nobody was there.
Yeah.
But we're in the
Everybody-
elevated little couch section.
Everybody
being
in
like,
Jake's
"Ooh,
other band was
mm."
there.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
It's
That's
true.
And we're
Yeah.
all just like,
And Liz was there too.
well, she played the
Well,
show.
she's
She
in the
played the
band.
show with us. Yeah. Obs, but
We were just like, oh, we took a picture, and we're like, I guess we're a band now
I
since
guess-
there's a picture of
Yeah.
us.
Yeah,
Let's post on Instagram.
we're doing it.
Exactly.
But no, it's been super sick. I love it. I
Yeah,
love
it's
doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the thought process behind this was that we're gonna go kind of like around the table that people can't see, but they'll
Yeah.
find out what order it's in when we tell them,
Ooh.
and kind of talk about our backgrounds. Right? That was
Yeah,
the
let's
plan.
do it.
Mhm.
Shelby.
Oh man, I was gonna say Eric.
Oh, do you want me to start?
Yeah.
I can start. Hi, I'm Eric Lefebvre. Welcome to my show. So I am the drummer in Lousy Device and the drummer in Sad Girls Club.
It took you a
Um,
second.
No,
to
because I
reach
wasn't
that.
sure.
I have to
Like,
stop doing that. I'm sorry.
I was gonna burping.
snorting.
Oh, snort it out.
Snort, please.
People are gonna love it.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, "Oh my god, it's like a foot thing, but for snorts,
She
for
snorts
noses,
just like me.
Yeah.
sorry. So you're in two
Um,
bands.
I'm in several. I'm in several bands. Because I'm in Lousy Advice, Sad Girls Club, and then in
Yeah.
a band called The Baltics,
Mhm.
which we play sometimes, but it's like not a thing ish. Anyways, John Jeff, what's up, y'all? Yeah, so I started playing drums when I was like 12 or whatever, some age. I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I loved going to psychobilly shows and being in psychobilly bands, and that was my. Well, it was like punk, and then it bled into that because like I grew up in like Salinas, Prudendale area in Monterey Coast, and that's kind of what we had. Like Vets Hall in Santa Cruz, you'd go to shows there.
Mm-hmm.
That was sick. They just started doing shows there again.
Where at?
The Veterans Hall in Santa Cruz.
Oh, cool.
Did you ever go to that
No,
venue?
no.
So you know downtown Santa Cruz? Do you know the Jamba Juice that's right there at the middle where the two streets like in downtown? So the Veterans Hall's on the left. Anyways, they stopped doing shows there. But I saw Leftover Crack there and there was like a riot. It was so stupid. Anyways, fuck Leftover Crack. You guys suck. Yeah, I'm done with that band. But I do remember seeing like a bunch of cool like psychobilly shows there,
Yeah.
and that was the deal. And then I ended up in a band called the Mutilators, and then that's where like I started being in a band, and that was really sick. We were a band. We did like a big ass like 9-week tour that was hell and also heaven at the same time.
Yeah.
And then after that, she's just staring at
You're
you.
not supposed to look a dog in the eyes, and she's just like staring
She's
into my
staring.
eyes. I feel like she's gonna attack me, but she's not.
No, she's
she's
a
not.
love
she's
bug.
not
Yeah.
like a shifty-eyed dog.
No, she's just like, what are you doing? Yeah, and so we did that, and then that's when I wanted to do music full time, and
Mhm.
I guess after that I did college. Love story. Well, college. Yeah.
Did you
Um,
ever get a band?
I was in a band called Hollywood Hotel, and during that whole
I thought
time,
you were to say Hollywood Undead. And I was
yeah,
like, oh
I'm
my
actually
God.
the third drummer and DJ beatmaster in Hollywood Undead. No, I was in a band called Hollywood Hotel with Anthony and Garrett, which was really fun because we did that for a little while, and then that ended hella abruptly, and then I was mad, and
As
that-
we all
as-
typically are.
yeah, it's like a bad breakup. But that's when I reached out on Instagram because I was like on my story, just like, fuck it, I'm a drummer. If you need a drummer in a band, like cook it, like hook it up, bro.
The thing that never works for almost
Yeah.
anybody.
And
which is
Trishelle
weird.
and
Shelby
it
and
worked,
Travis.
and it
Yeah.
worked, yeah. Because
Yeah.
then Travis
Yeah.
followed me on Instagram, and he's like, "What's up?" My friend Shelby and I are trying to start a band. We're in Sacramento. I was like, "Yeah, let's meet this week. I want to start a band now. Let's go."
Yeah, so Travis and I were sitting on the couch, and he like showed me that video, and you're like, "What's up? Who needs a drummer?" And
Yeah.
we were literally just saying like, "Man, we need to find a drummer."
Yeah, it was serendipitous. It was really cool.
Mm.
So we met in Fairfield, had lunch, and we're like, "Let's do this." And then the next week, I drove out to Elk Grove, and we had band practice. They showed me some songs, and then was like, "Yeah, we're doing this.
Yeah.
Cool." And then I was driving out here like twice a week from San Francisco for like 6 months.
Not a short.
No,
thing.
it's like a 2-hour drive,
Yeah.
but it was worth it. It was
I
cool.
mean, I mean, it shouldn't be 2 hours, but it is 2 hours.
Oh no, yeah, 100%.
Distance wise, it's not 2 hours, but
But it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my story.
Cute.
That's who I am. Creatively, musically. What's up? I play drums. Hey, Jake, what about you?
hey, I'm Jake. That's my name. No last name. So I got my first guitar.
Damn.
I got my first guitar when I was like 11, and I didn't even touch it for like a super long time because
Uh-huh.
it was one of those things where like you're like, I want to play guitar, and your dad's like, here's a really crappy Stratocaster knockoff guitar or whatever,
Mhm.
and I'm like, sick, and then I just never touch it. And then I like moved up to the foothills of California, which they exist.
Yep.
And that's where I met everybody that I'm still friends with today, like Cody and Kyle and Brandon and
All these
Brian
people everybody knows.
and
Yes.
Jeff. So Brian and Jeff run my other band, Lightweight, and then I met them when I was 13,
Yeah.
and I'm 28 now, so we've been friends for like 15
Like
years.
4 years.
Yeah, and that's when I it was one of those things where I was like, oh, I want to be in a band or whatever, because Brian and Jeff were like older, and they were in they were in like a cool guy metal band
Hell yeah.
with Cody's older brother Kyle, and
Uh-huh.
like Cody's my best friend, so we were like, oh my god, we want to be in a band like them, like they're super cool.
Would he say you're his best friend as well?
Yes,
You-
definitely.
if
Yeah.
we
Oh, yeah,
called him
easily.
right now,
Yeah.
Cody, can
he
you
would
write in, please?
Do you want me to call him right now? I'll call him right now.
Are you gonna call
Yeah,
him?
call him
Yes,
right
I'll call
now.
him
I
right
want to
now.
know.
Because that's a very big statement.
Don't give him any
best.
background. We just want to
Yeah,
know
yeah,
if he
yeah.
considers you his best friend.
Yes.
Best.
Oh, he's gonna lie. I wish Brian or Jeff were here to call him.
No. What's his name on my phone?
Wow.
Wait, what's Eric's
I give
name in your
everybody
phone?
nicknames.
I know what mine is.
It's like Eric Lefebvre.
Oh, I like
I
that.
wrote it all weird.
Yours is Jake Fatal. I added an E to the end
Oh.
of Fatal.
His name is Secret Weeb because one day he admitted that he likes some anime to me.
Oh my god.
I'm
Hold
in
on,
there
here
as
we go,
Two-Tone Shebley.
Two-tone Shepley. Because
I
you love...
hate
Oh, here we
it.
go. Put it up to the mic.
Yeah,
like
but it's a
hardcore.
mic. Come on.
Hello?
Hey, Cody, what's up?
What's up?
Hey, would you say I'm your best friend?
Yeah? Why?
Thanks.
There was a. there was a question mark at the end of that. Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
One of them. Said, yeah, one of them. No, thanks.
Okay,
so yeah, his
thank you for confirming.
Yeah. his older brother was in a band for they were in like a new metal band, so we were like, let's be in a band.
Yeah.
And he was already good at guitar, and he is to this day, which is weird because he plays bass in bands, but he's like an amazing guitar player.
Yeah.
And then it was like, well, I guess I've got to learn how to play drums, which I never wanted to do. And then my parents bought me a drum set, and then we ended up being a band. It was like me, him, Kyle, and Jeff, who's in the bass player in my band now, who's also a great guitar player, who played guitar in that band. And then I've just kind of been doing that stuff ever since. Like, it's interesting because like I said in the we just did an interview for some merch. I said this is the first band I've been in that I didn't go to high school with the people that are in the band.
Yeah.
So everybody in every band that I've been in for so long has been people in high school that I've gone with, and I've been in like metal bands, hardcore bands. Like the only band that I've ever really toured with besides these, like lightweight and stuff, was this band called Seeker, which was like a crazy like hardcore band where we would just do house show tours and stuff like that, and things would get really wild up until I think San Diego last year, the San Diego show that we did on our tour
At Tower.
I think my favorite show was a show I played in that band, whereas in like Salt Lake City it was this house show, and it was like packed full of people, and it was this total like queer anarchist house, which was really rad.
That's sick.
And some dude like got naked and was like in the pit like dancing around while we were playing and shit.
That sounds
And it was like
mortifying.
dude, it was
That's
pretty
wild.
wild. It was so fun though. It was easily probably the best show I had played up until that San Diego one. Probably.
Dude,
It
people
was so
go
good.
wild at house
yeah.
shows.
Yeah, I love
That's one of the best Saggle shows that we played.
That's true. That
we
North
played
Pole House
at the North
show.
Pole House. Yeah.
People were literally floating across the ceiling that whole show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like kicking
That
the
was
chandelier and
insane.
That's one of the
shit.
few
It was fucking
times-
cool.
Playing there's one of the few times when we've been on Lightweight where people have crowd surfed.
Yeah.
And it's at
It's at a house.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like everywhere
The
else.
smallest room possible.
Oh yeah.
Every
It was
time
just
someone
jam-packed
moshes
full of
during a
people.
Sad Girls Club show, I'm like, what?
Why? But also
Oh, yeah,
thank
yeah.
you.
So much.
Yeah, I feel that way all the time during like lightweight stuff where I'm like, what are you guys doing? It's like, 'cause this isn't crazy or whatever.
At that San Diego show for Lightweight, I got like knocked the fuck out in that
I know,
pit.
it was pretty
like,
wild.
Oh.
that
Yeah,
pit.
it was pretty wild
That
when we
was
were
cool.
playing where I was like, what's going on?
I was
This
sitting
is
at
weird.
merch and two people fell completely on the table
Yeah,
and
it
like
was
broke
really
a glass on
strange.
everything.
Yeah.
It was
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
Did you not know that?
I was.
Oh, everyone was drunk.
Oh,
Everyone
you
was
were way drunk.
fucked up. Yeah.
Jake had to carry me
I
up the
was-
stairs that night. I was
I did.
hammered.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. I was stone cold sober.
Oh.
Yeah. No, but that was wild. I
Yeah.
remembered everything.
Yeah, and then so yeah, like hardcore bands and stuff like that, and then the stuff with lightweight was like one day like I had just gotten out of like this like D-beat crusty band that I played bass in,
Hell yeah.
which was great.
We love a good
Um,
discharge tribute.
Yeah. And I've always been into like super pop punky stuff. Like that's what I like, but I never really did it all that much.
Mhm.
Because I was like, oh, we're not talented enough to do that or whatever. So let's just make fast music because that's a lot easier to
Yeah.
make.
Fast and loud.
Can someone tell the bad pop punk bands that they're not good enough either? Do you want
Drag
me to
them.
name
Do
names?
name them.
Do you want to drop any names? Do you want to drop any
Oh,
names?
If people listen to this. Wait, do you want to say this? Wait, I don't even know who you're going to say. Oh my God, do it. No. Who is it?
Hee-haw.
Oh
my God.
They might listen to this.
Somebody might hear
Please.
this. That's
But
not
Eric's
something on-
editing this. Please edit it out.
Am I? Will I remember?
On it.
Yes,
let
you
me
do.
Yeah,
let me
okay,
put
well,
let me
fine.
put a clap in so you can see it really loud.
Or-
it'll show up on the thing.
What if
This
I
is smart.
what if we cut in an audio like Like,
Can you bleep it? Can you bleep it? Can you
yeah.
bleep it? You can bleep it out,
Oh
right?
yeah, like a
like
Oh, I'm
ho-
such a fake
Put-
bitch. It's
put
fine.
hold on, isolate, put this in here. Hee-haw.
perfect. We love it.
Yeah, just drop that in there instead.
Yeah, we're gonna drop that in. I'm gonna figure out how to do this. This is gonna be cute.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I wasn't sure what you were gonna say, so I'm excited that we got that out, and I'm happy everyone at home heard it. JK, you'll never know.
You can ask me
Yeah,
in person. I'll tell you.
we know what's up.
So the idea behind Lightweight was that like our other pop punk band, Jabroni, had broken up like a year before, which I just sent to you guys.
Yeah, I just heard it for the
Jabroni
first
stuff,
time. It is
which is
sick.
pretty much Lightweight, but with this other guy Brandon instead of Brian,
Yeah.
because Brian was in the Navy at the time.
Brandon's in Defender grade, right?
Yes, yeah, he's
Right.
he's
Cool.
a singer in Defender Grade.
Yeah.
And so that band had broken up, and it was over some stuff where it was like we just needed people committed to the cause, committed to doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if you ever do music stuff or you ever are in a band, that is the biggest challenge I think out of everything. Where it's like
Commitment.
people that are committed to the cause no
Yeah.
matter what. Like,
Well, because it sucks because it's
yeah.
like time consuming. It's cost ineffective in every aspect.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
emotionally draining.
Yeah.
It's physically
Yeah.
draining. It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that was the idea behind it. And then it was like it was just me, Donnie, and Brian. And it was a hardcore band originally with our friend Donk on bass.
Is that a nickname?
Yes.
What's his real
No.
name?
His name is Donk on his birth certificate.
His real name's Jacob. Right.
Oh.
And so what it was he came around our group and it was like, well, he's already Jacob, me.
Wait,
That's very funny.
his girlfriend's name is Kate. Well,
Yes, it is.
Caitlin.
Caitlin, yeah. That's
So
Cody
she's
and Kyle's
Katie.
sister.
So she's Katie.
She's Katie, yeah.
And
yeah, yeah.
Kate is Kate.
Yes.
So
Oh,
there's
so
two
that's how
Jacobs
that worked
too.
out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa, that
okay.
just blew my
His
mind.
name is
Sweet.
Donk, or we called him Andrew, which has nothing to do. We just wanted to give him a new name. So if you say Andrew, he'll also respond to that. So it was us four, and it was like a hardcore band. We wrote like 2 songs.
Hey, Lucy.
Two songs, one of which finally got recorded for the next Lightweight EP
Hell yeah.
in a different version. It's really strange. And then we wrote Space Cadet. That
In
was like-
Jabroni?
that was like the first Lightweight song.
Oh, that was the first
technically.
Lightweight song. Gotcha.
Yeah, that was the first one. And then we wrote, I can't remember what other song we wrote. Oh, I Should Know Better, whatever, which was on the demo and is re-recorded for the new EP. And then Donk was like, Donk doesn't like pop punk music. He's
Hell
like
yeah.
a hardcore
Okay.
rock and roll kind of guy. And he was
Rock
like,
and
I
roll.
don't want to do this. And then we were like, okay, we need to find another bass player. And then we got in contact with Jeff again, and he was like, yeah, let's do it or whatever. And then that's, playing shows, recording all that stuff. Finally played with you guys on that one show, on that Danger Inc.
Oh, the Danger Inc. release?
release show.
That was
Yeah.
the
That
start
was our
of something
first show.
so beautiful.
That
That was our
was-
first show together.
Also, shout out to Danger Inc. for
Yeah.
doing the fucking coolest and most and being awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Who else was on that show?
It was
Remember?
us,
Taste
Danger
Buds.
Inc. and Taste Buds.
Oh, yes.
That was
That's what it was. Yeah,
Jess
I remember.
and
Jess and Trina and Dino.
Dino. That's
Yeah.
right. Cool. Shelby.
Wow.
And then everything else.
What do
Tour with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Tour was cool.
Tour was cool. And I
Really
mean,
good.
we played a million shows together, kind of,
Yeah.
right?
And right now, the next Sad Girls Club show is with Lightweight.
Yeah, it is.
oh, yeah. The
At
one
an
that hasn't been
undisclosed
canceled yet.
location.
Huh?
At an undisclosed location.
Wait.
Why? No,
with
it's booked.
Well, the
Did I not
others.
tell you where it's booked at?
No, I know where it's booked at.
Oh.
I just don't know. I don't think we have anything until then.
No, everything got canceled
I just
because
didn't
we
know-
weren't allowed to talk
Mhm.
about it
Yeah.
until after the Potty Mouth show, but Potty
Yeah.
Mouth got canceled.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But
Everything's canceled.
Oh,
ours,
yeah.
ours got canceled too. So
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So we're playing Starlit Room,
With
Yeah.
Sad Girls
With-
Club Lightweight.
all weather.
All Weather, and Squarecrow.
Mm-hmm.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
Scarecrow too. Cool. Sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's going to be a cute show.
It's going to be amazing.
Also, the Starlit Room is cute.
Yeah.
I really like
and
that
they're
place.
awesome. They're so easy to work with.
They
like,
are. They're so nice.
the girl that I've been like going back and forth with, they're just awesome.
Yeah. It's hella sick.
Anyway, hi Starlit Room. We love you.
We love
Um,
you. And we love your fancy checks. They paid us like $100 with like a hella fancy check with like a fucking like
I learned.
like
No.
it had like a
it had one of those
seal.
holographic
Oh my
seals.
God.
It
Yeah.
did.
Well,
it
I
was
learned
one of
that
the
so
fancy
not every
ones.
show is guaranteed that way. It's it basically depends on how much the guarantee is of the touring band
Yeah.
and how much is made off of door
Oh.
sales. But
So Summer Cannibals had a big guarantee.
I guess so.
Oh, damn, y'all. Hey,
Yeah.
Summer Cannibals.
What up?
Come on,
They were
Daddy.
sick. We gotta step up our light game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that drummer had a whole light show going.
Mhm.
He was good.
That was good. He was really good. Okay. I guess it's my turn.
Yeah, it's your
Hi,
turn.
Shelby.
I don't have as many bands to talk about,
I
but
know.
I will
Okay.
give you guys some fun
That's probably
insights on bands
probably
that
the most
never came to
interesting part about it. Is that
be. Is that I've never really
you-
been in a band before
yeah,
Sad
that's
Girls
really,
Club.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
strange to me.
So I'm gonna start an origin story on me and Travis, who is in Sad Girls Club with me. He's been my best friend for like 10 years now.
Oh yeah.
Call
Over
him
10
right
years
now.
now.
I'm
Do you
just
think if
kidding.
you call him, he'll say?
Yeah, I will. Hold on.
No.
Okay, so Travis and I have a spoken agreement that if I'm calling him on the phone, it's only an emergency.
Don't do
so
it.
I'm not gonna do
Yeah,
that.
I was going
But-
to say don't.
Yeah, because it's like he doesn't get phone calls, and if I'm calling him, he knows to answer because it's an emergency.
Oh, see, if I was busy and I saw a missed call from somebody, yeah, I would be like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Like,
So-
one time
I
my
was
brother called me
surprised
like
Cody
3
answered.
times, and I was just like, somebody died. Fuck. Okay. And then he was just like, hey, what's up? And I was like, no. How are you? Great. I'm busy.
Don't do this to me.
They, I was surprised Cody answered.
That was actually really awesome. I
Yeah.
loved that.
Yeah.
That was a fun little tidbit. So Travis and I have been best friends for over 10 years, and he really didn't like me at first. 'Cause, I mean, I was like 14.
Yeah.
And obviously I was annoying because I was a theater kid, and still am. But what's up?
Thespians for life.
Yeah. So Travis, like, I was going to do theater tech work for summer, even though I wasn't in the class that required it. I was like, I'll go with my other friend, Kaylin. And he didn't really like me until Kaylin was like, oh, she sings. And she's been learning how to play guitar. And he's like, you sing? Are you any good? I know this Katy Perry song. Why
What
don't
song?
we sing it? Hot and Cold.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, it was cute. He's like, you can sing. And then he like gave a shit and was like, oh, we could be friends, I guess. Like, let's play
Yeah.
music. So we started this band with Kaylin that never came to see the light of day called Heart Punch.
Heart Punch?
Yeah.
That's actually a really cool.
Yeah, it
That
was
sounds like a
called Heart
Scott
Punch.
Pilgrim band name.
It does.
And
yeah.
Heart Punch.
this was like the beginning of my musical like songwriting. So I like wrote one song that was really good, but we didn't use it for that. Not to toot my own horn, but I was like, dang.
No, but you write
this
bops.
song-
We get
this
it.
is a
Yeah.
good song for
We get it. You
fucking-
write bops, okay?
Thanks.
Yeah.
But I wrote this song called the STD Song, and
oh boy.
I'm gonna sing a line of it because it's my best work to
Oh,
date.
Do it.
It's you're just like an STD. All you do is follow me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So it was just punk. It was like I had newly been introduced to like good punk by Travis, like punk that I'd like listen to now.
Yeah.
So we did that for a while. We wrote a few songs. Maybe one day I'll play them for you. Maybe probably not.
I love it.
I'll
remember
send you a video.
Do you remember the first band that he showed you?
Yes. Wait, are you talking about me?
Both of you.
That
Oh,
Travis?
the first band that Travis showed me?
Yeah.
Cobra Skulls.
What song was it? Do you know?
It was, I do know. Fuck, hold on. It was HDY by
Okay.
Cobra Skulls.
I thought you meant
I
band
just
that
was
he
curious.
was in.
No. I mean, just because I think because I remember the exact first band and song that I heard, so that's why I was just.
Yeah, no, I
curious.
do. It was HDY by Cobra Skulls, and he was like, "This is my favorite band. They're so great, and they're one of my favorite bands now too."
Mine was Anti-Flag Die for Your Government.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
Wait, Eric, what was yours? First punk
Um,
band, like punk band.
can I say 3?
Yeah, sure.
So, Knowledge by Operation Ivy,
Okay.
Spaz's House Destruction Party by Anti-Flag,
Oh,
which was a fucking ripper.
That song bops.
And then Just Like Clockwork by Lower Class Brats.
I've never heard an
Ooh.
anti-flag song.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah, that record was actually
Let
pretty.
me tell you, because it
It
was
was-
funny because that
Yeah.
I always talk about this all the time where it's like I remember Cody's little brother Kyle putting the record on,
Mhm.
and then somebody goes, "Hey, skip the first song on it, which is Drink Drake Punk," which that song is not good. But then he put the second song on, which is Die for Your Government, and I was like, "Oh,
Cool.
this is
I should
sick."
listen to them. I want to listen. I've just never gotten around to it.
Yeah.
It was so I haven't listened to them since I was younger, but at the time they were one of those bands, and I remember like going to Warped Tour in like 06 or whatever, and they played, and I was like, yeah,
Yeah, being
I
stoked.
love seeing. Yes, it was great. It was
Yeah.
like so fun.
Wait, what
But-
were the other ones? You said 2 already. What
Oh,
was the
3.
third one?
Knowledge Operation Ivy, Spaz's House Destruction Party by Anti-Flag, and Just Like Clockwork by Lower Class Brats.
You did say that,
Yeah.
don't we? Sorry.
Lower Class Brats rip also.
They do.
Yeah.
They were
So Travis showed me Cobra Skulls and it changed my life. What's up, Cobra Skulls? And nothing ever came of Heart Punch, but I started doing like open mics and like writing a lot because I finally learned how to play guitar. I learned how to play the guitar fully to Taylor Swift's second album.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Because
Do you know all the songs still?
probably not, but at the time they were really easy and it helped me learn how to sing and play at the same time. That was like the main thing, is that when I learned to play the guitar, I learned how to play and sing at the same time, because the only reason I ever learned guitar was because I wanted to write songs. I never set out to be the best guitarist on the planet.
Yeah.
I set out to be a really good singer and a really good writer.
Yeah.
So so it was like, cover schools in Taylor Swift.
Wait, so is the song Mean by Taylor Swift on that record?
No.
Oh, damn
Sorry.
it. That's the only song by her that I like really
No.
fucking
But
bop
you're
to.
stoked on.
It's a good song.
That second album, though, is actually still pretty good.
I still know every Rancid song I ever learned on guitar.
This is
Ooh.
about me.
Because I wanted to be Tim Armstrong so badly. I just wanted to put that out there.
You would want to be Tim Armstrong. I could see that.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a big transplant stan, so
Based on like all of your old pictures and stuff that
Oh,
you've
yeah.
shown, like I could totally see that.
Yeah.
So started doing a lot of writing. Started doing a lot of. Jake is showing me his Tim Armstrong Fender
Let me see.
acoustic guitar right now. I'm weak.
no shit.
But I didn't really start playing any acoustic shows until after I like graduated high school, and I wrote a few songs, which were, I wrote first San Francisco, which is these are 3 Sad Girls Club songs. I wrote San Francisco, I wrote X-Men, and then I wrote Pedestal,
Yeah.
all around the same time. And for years I just beat those to death in an acoustic format.
X-Men's my favorite one of those.
Well, also, I thought when we
By
first
the way.
started jamming, like when you showed me those songs when we had practice, I thought you stole them from somebody. Because they were really good. And I didn't, you just played them and
They
I
were
was just
so
like,
practiced.
that's bullshit. No, this is fake. This is a band I've never heard that you're doing covers of. Because I didn't know you at the time, too. So in my head, you're
Yeah.
showing me, I'm like,
We had met like once.
one time. And I was like, is that real?
You're trying
And
to
I've been in
impress
bands with
me.
like liars before. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
and so in my head, I'm just like really skeptical of people. And I didn't know you. So I was just like, okay. I don't know about this. Because they were great fucking songs. I'm like, yeah, this is
Thank you.
like ready. These songs are hot.
And one song that I
Dookie.
wrote,
I was going to say something, but it's an R. Kelly lyric, and fuck R. Kelly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
one of the songs that I wrote that I was playing at that time too is going to be on the next Sad Girls Club record, which is cool. That Blue, it's called Blue.
Oh, yeah. Heard that.
I love this
You heard that at the
song.
show. Anyway, so I played acoustic shows for a while, and I spent most of my early adult life wasting my time on dudes who like were really jealous and like, I don't want like all these guys looking at you and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So once I had gotten out of that relationship, I was like, you know what, Travis, let's start a fucking band. Let's do it. We've talked about this forever. Like, let's actually do it. And we did, and that was Sad Girls Club. Then we met Eric
And it happened.
off of Instagram.
Yeah.
the
Instagram
Insta.
saves.
Yay, Instagram.
Anybody who ever told me I spent too much time on that app, go fuck yourself, because it's gotten me here, baby.
And now I'm in
Look at
Lousy
me
Advice
now.
as well.
I know,
And I
yeah.
love both of those
That's how it
bands.
happened.
I'm so happy. Cool.
Look at us.
Yeah.
That's our history.
Mhm.
So if you listen to all of our songs, you better hear every single one of those fucking influences in all of these songs.
I was going
Because
to
it's
ask.
there, baby. It's
do you-
there. I don't know why I keep
so
saying baby. I've never said that word in my
these-
life.
These came up in my head while you guys were talking.
What
I
is it?
just was thinking, do you remember the first CD you bought with your own money?
Yes.
You're going to hate this. Do
Oh, tell me.
you want to know?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to love it. Oh, this is so good. It is Silver Side Up by Nickelback. No. Okay, you know what?
Explain.
So I guess that was technically the first. No. Okay, I'm going to say the first 3 because they were around the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mariah Carey's Rainbow. Or the one with the rainbow on her shirt. Nickelback Silver Side Up and Offspring's Americana.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I bought those 3 around the same time. So.
Wait, Jake, what are your 3?
Um,
if you know 3.
My 3, I remember the first 3, okay? And one of them's very similar to Eric's. The first one is the self-titled Slipknot record. The very first one.
Dang. Bless you, Shelby.
Which is, I will still go to bat for that record to this day. Cause
I mean, Slipknot fucking
I think it rips.
still rips.
I think it
Yeah.
rips. It's a great record. The School of Rock soundtrack.
I fucking love School of Rock.
How do you feel about that one?
If you wanna be the teacher's pet, ooh la la la.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Well,
yeah.
and if you like Tenacious D, which you probably
Oh
did,
yeah,
Which
yeah,
is-
definitely.
then you
Yeah,
were like,
that
fuck
was
yeah.
definitely within the first 10 CDs I bought. Probably was
Tenacious.
Tenacious D. Yeah. The very first one.
Gotcha.
And the other one was the Offspring Greatest Hits.
With
CD.
Can't Repeat.
Yes.
Oh,
Wow, you guys are like
yes. Oh,
realsies.
I really love the Offspring. That's the okay. So the first the
That was my dad's recommendation, by the way.
was it
Mhm.
okay? Yeah, I mean, fucking boomers love the Offspring. Boomers cannot get enough of the fucking Offspring.
Yeah.
White boomers from
Yeah.
SoCal
Yeah.
can't get enough of the Offspring. But that's how I got to go to Warped Tour for the first time in 2005. I convinced my brother and I convinced our parents to like let us go, and it's because Offspring was my favorite band, and that album had just come out,
Mhm.
and I like wrote lyrics and like to that song and put them on my wall as like a. It was so stupid. The lyrics aren't even good, but I was just like, they're so deep, and I'm 12. But that's how I got to see them, and that's when I saw Avenged Sevenfold during their
Oh.
City of Evil
Yeah.
tour on that Warped Tour.
I saw them on Ozfest.
That was
like,
when-
very closely after that.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
when Fall Out Boy's "Sugar We're Going Down" had just hit. It was that fucking summer. Same with My Chemical Romance's "Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge." They were on that tour. I saw the Transplants. That's when Dropkick Murphys played. Atreyu was also on that stupid
I'm sorry
fucking
you had
thing.
to watch Dropkick Murphys. That's unfortunate.
No, I didn't see them. We
Oh,
walked
okay.
past them. Even though in my head I was like, I want to see them. I just bought their shirt on Machete. I just want it. Like,
Machete. Oh my God, Jesus.
it was $5. I want to get it.
Machete MFG.
But yes, it was. Yeah.
God.
Which I would later cut into a back patch that I would never use, which we love. But no, that's exactly it. So the Offspring, anyways, Can't Repeat was sick. Adam Willard is still one of my favorite drummers. That was when he was in the Offspring.
Mhm.
It was after Splinter came out.
You talk about you do talk about
so
Adam Willard
good. Now he's in Against Me.
all the time.
Yeah.
And he was in Social D. He was from Rocket from the Crypt and all that stuff. Yeah.
He's famous.
He's so good. He's a fucking fantastic drummer.
I love that.
Angels and Airwaves too. He was in Angels and Airwaves, and fuck all y'all. I listened to those first 3 records so
Nobody said
much.
anything,
Nobody
or,
said
or even
anything
made a
negative
face.
about it.
Actually.
No, I'm talking to the listeners
okay.
because they're gonna drag my ass hard for it, and it's fine. Tom DeLonge is silly, but those first 3 records were actually. You know what? No, Love sucked. The first 2 records were great, even though it wasn't what I wanted at all. And I know I'm going on a tangent, but I'm gonna go off. Angel and Airwaves was supposed to be a fucking all-star group with the fucking bass player from the Distillers, the fucking drummer from the Offspring,
Yeah.
David Kennedy from Boxcar Racer, and Tom DeLonge from fucking Blink. And in my head, I'm like, here we go. This is gonna be the fucking thing of a lifetime.
What a
And then
letdown.
The Adventure came out, and I was like, okay, that's fine. If this is the slow song on the record, that's fine. And then I saw them do that stupid fucking song live on Letterman or whatever. And my friend Jacob and I were both like, what is he doing? And he's like, all right, here and you're like, no, we're done. You're finished. I'm over it. Did I buy the record? Yes. Did I buy the second record? Yes. Did I buy tickets to go see them in concert with Hot Heat and Taking Back Sunday? Yes. It doesn't matter. It was worth it, but I mean, at least I spent whatever. It doesn't
Speaking
matter.
of concert tickets, I tried to buy Danzig Sings Elvis tickets
Oh, how
for
was
San
it?
Francisco.
Is it canceled?
Sold out.
Oh,
$90 a ticket, sold out.
wow. I mean, that makes sense.
In like a small venue lounge. Could you imagine going to see Danzig do some Elvis in a small lounge?
That sounds like actual
Sounds-
hell.
Oh, dude, that sounds amazing. Are you
That's-
kidding me?
That sounds like some no.
Oh man.
That sounds. You know what that sounds like? Sorry, we're gonna come back to the music
It's
thing
fine.
in a second.
One day we'll get to
We'll
my
get there.
answer.
That
not
sounds
that
like
interesting.
some stupid National Lampoon fucking script
yeah.
shit from a thing. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we're going to see Danzig doing Elvis as a joke. Like, that's a joke line. That's
yeah,
not real.
I don't think
In an intimate setting.
In an intimate setting.
The worst part
candles,
was-
candles.
The worst part was I was going to spend $180 on a joke because I know it's going to be not going to be good.
I know.
But I was willing to go as like as to be like I need to experience this. 'cause
I
this
almost
is
did
gonna
that to
be
go
weird.
see Aaron Carter when he was playing
Yeah.
Slims like 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, probably. Oh my god.
How many years was it?
I think maybe 5. But it was like $40. I'm like, I'm not doing that
If
just to
there's
hear
one
Aaron's
thing
party.
that you have to know, it's that it is to be in Lousy Advice, you have to be down to do anything for the sake of the bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a
anything for the
lot.
sake of the
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. But good for you. Anyway, Shelby, we're back to music. I'm so sorry we went on that tangent. First 3 records you bought with your own money.
Okay, so the first one was Jonas Brothers' "It's About Time" record, which is
Hell
a
yeah.
actual punk record. It's very good.
We almost covered one of those songs. Or you and Travis
Travis
did.
almost did, and then we tried to.
you were talking to me
It's
about
called "I Am What I Am," and it's great.
it's a good song. You showed me and I was like, I'm so down. So Travis, let's do it.
So it was "It's About Time" by the Jonas Brothers, and then I bought Aretha Franklin's Natural Woman record.
Oh,
Wow.
Which actually, I think that one came first because I had that one since I was a kid. I probably like bugged my dad about it.
Yeah.
Like, love that record. And Jessica Simpson's With You album. I think it's called With You. I actually don't. Maybe it's In the Skin. I don't know. But I loved me some Jessica Simpson.
Yeah.
Like
hell yeah.
irrationally to the point where I was like, I have to go see her in concert. Like I have to. I love
just
that one
realized,
song.
What was that single? I'm pulling it up
With
right
you.
now.
So I was,
can let my hair down.
I was
that
flipping-
song. I loved that record, man. It was so like I still think it's a good
I was
record.
flipping through Netflix last night and I saw the Dukes of Hazzard movie and I was like, I forgot Jessica Simpson was in
She's
this
not
as
good.
Daisy Duke.
Yeah, I used to cover the song. It's like a karaoke track. The real me.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah. Wait, is this when she was doing that reality show with
Yes.
her husband
Yes,
and
it
she's
was,
washing
and I
dishes?
loved that show.
And she said the thing about Chicken of the Sea,
Yep.
and then in the video for this song, she's like Bumblebee Tune or whatever.
Yeah, the song's about Nick Lachey.
Nick Lachey.
I'm
Oh,
obviously Nick Lachey.
yeah.
Which
yeah.
he was just on. Is he on some reality
He's
show?
on
right
Love Is Blind.
Yeah,
You may have
yeah,
forgotten
yeah,
because he's
yeah.
in it for 10 seconds
Yeah.
and he comes
Is
in.
he?
He's like, his wife, Vanessa Lachey, who I actually really love, comes in and she's like, I'm Vanessa Lachey. And he's like, and I'm obviously Nick Lachey. It's like, who are you? Anyway, so I made like my parents buy me tickets to go. I made them get me tickets to go see them at Enfest.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like Jessica Simpson, it was JoJo, Ciara, like it was that era. But it was also Ryan Cabrera, who was like
Oh
dating Jessica
yeah.
Simpson's sister.
Oh,
What a
yeah.
time that
What
was.
a time. And I loved him. And he had like a meet and greet. So like I went and met Ryan Cabrera.
Those
which was
frosted
really
tips
weird.
that turned into fucking gold were
so weird.
gorgeous.
It was a really weird time for music, but
It was.
JoJo was awesome. That's how I went for Jessica Simpson and then I saw JoJo and I was like, this is way better.
I want you to write that as like I went for Jessica Simpson and I stayed for JoJo.
I stayed for JoJo and I still stand. I still stand JoJo. She's amazing.
That plays
Great singer.
into another one of the questions I wrote down here. What's the first concert or show that you went to?
Let's talk about it.
Because I'm ready to reveal an exclusive.
I want to go
too.
first.
Go.
Go ahead.
Go.
Go ahead.
We'll go
So-
reverse order now.
I'm sorry. Just because my parents, like for some reason, my dad loved Three Doors Down.
Was it his kryptonite?
Do you still
Okay.
call him Superman?
So it was definitely Three Doors Down. I was a kid, like a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like a kid who fell asleep at this concert, by the way. And then when
Love.
they played Kryptonite, woke up and was like, yeah, I know this song.
And you were like,
yeah. And then the first concert that I went to that I ever wanted to go to, that I ever was like, I have to go to this, was Jessica Simpson.
I love that.
Okay.
Wait, when did you go see Jonas Brothers? For the first time?
Jessica Simpson, I was really young. I was probably like,
Oh, okay.
10.
Oh, I guess Jonas
so
Brothers
Jonas
were way
Brothers
later,
was like,
huh?
I was like 12. I was definitely 12.
Okay.
I definitely screamed my head off and like, it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
But the first concert I ever had a lot of fun with was the Jonas Brothers. Stop it. You know this.
No, I love it. That's
I'm
why
not
I'm
telling the
asking.
story.
Oh, you don't have to, but I just think it's cool.
I met the Jonas Brothers and I forgot my own name. Okay, it's fine. I was
Fantastic.
12 and I was horny. I'm sorry. All of the girls there, we were all 12 and we were all horny. The South Park episode is so like accurate. Jake's so uncomfortable.
No, I'm dying. I'm sorry.
Okay, sorry, Jake. What about
Jake,
you?
what was yours?
Are you ready for an exclusive?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when people ask me like, what's the first concert you ever do? I always go, Slipknot, Lamb of God, Shadows Fall,
What's the real
Arco
answer?
Arena.
That is a lie.
That was the first one I went to, like when I was like super into music and like being like, I like rock
No,
music.
that's not the first concert, though. The first concert is Shame.
So my first concert was NSYNC and Pink.
I was there!
Are you fucking kidding me?
On the
But
No
was it
Strings
in-
Attached
but
Are
tour.
you
was it in
fucking
Wheatland?
kidding
On the No
me?
Strings Attached tour in Oakland.
Are you
The Oakland
fucking
Arena.
kidding
I wasn't
me?
at that one, but I was at the one in Wheatland at the amphitheater.
I'm so jealous, actually, because I was such a big NSYNC fan, and I'm very mad at you right now that you got to go to that and I
Yep,
didn't.
that
I
was my
never
first
got
one.
to see
Yeah.
NSYNC.
So all of us have
Way
seen
into
NSYNC except for
NSYNC.
Aaron.
Way into
not
NSYNC.
Aaron, Eric.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's happening there?
Hi, Aaron.
What's up, Aaron? I've never seen NSYNC, and I'm very mad that you did because I really wanted to. Okay, this ties into my first concert then. It's a two-way tie because I don't remember which was first, but I was very young. One of them was Britney Spears headline
Oh.
18s and Aaron Carter opening.
You saw 18s?
I saw the 18s. It fucking ruled.
Did you know that they were covering ABBA? At
No,
that point?
I thought they wrote all
Me
those
neither!
songs. And so ABBA fucking rips, if we don't already know this. ABBA's sick.
Yeah.
But I had that 18s album and I was like, this band, they're writing these. Oh my God,
They're writing
this
these
is
bangers.
music. Yeah, this is music. And the Disco Ball CD, oh God, yes.
Man, I'm
So
so jealous.
that was actually really great. And Aaron Carter did Aaron's Party and We Love. He also did that Ico cover and we're like, you're problematic. You need to stop. But it's a tie between that concert and Loverboy, which
Dude, hell
fucking
yeah.
ripped.
That was my mom's first concert.
Was
I
it?
think.
No, right? No, because my dad loves Loverboy and loves. It was at the Gilroy Garlic Festival, now famous
Wow.
for the shooting that
Oh.
happened. Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
sick.
Remember? Yeah. But it was like a long time because that's where I grew up, or like down there. Wait, no, it might have been the Morgan Hill Mushroom Festival. Somewhere in that little valley, it was some produce themed event. And they played for free and it was hella sick. And I remember it because I wanted to go on the slide, but they were like, everybody's working for the weekend.
like, oh,
and I'm like,
yeah.
I want to go to the slide. Everybody wants a new romance. I'm like, I want to get my hand dipped in wax. Put it on my fucking.
Your hand didn't wax with like a rose sitting
were
in it.
No, it's not even a rose. I wanted the cross on my fingers and like a peace sign because I was like, God is love. It's so stupid. Oh my
They were
God. God is
total-
not real.
They were total like
my
fair,
God.
like county fair band too.
They are.
Yeah.
The first time I saw Blink-182
Was at a county
was
fair?
at the Mid-State County Fair in like 2004, 2005. It was so sick.
In
It was terrible, but it was fun.
what
They
city is
couldn't
that in?
cuss because it was a like
What
a
city
family
is that
thing.
in?
Huh?
What city is that in?
Oh, Paso Robles.
Yep. I knew that.
Yeah.
I used to date a girl from there. So
From Paso Robles?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
It was,
Date a
it was
girl from
horrific.
Paso Robles.
Oh yeah, because that's like an hour and a half drive from where I grew up. Because I
Yeah.
grew up so Salinas, and then
Okay,
there's
yeah.
nothing, and then there's King City, and then there's a lot of nothing else, and then there's Paso Robles. That's it.
I remember one.
Yeah.
Of the,
Sorry, Greenfield.
I remember I was dating her and they were stoked because Kid Rock was coming to.
Oh
Mid-State
yeah,
Fair.
I want to be a cowboy,
okay.
babe.
Wait, I have a good one then. Then
Okay.
what's the worst
Okay.
concert you've ever gone to? Because I'm going to win, but I want you guys to go
Oh,
first.
Oh, like so worst in what way? What qualifies worst?
I would say cringiest. Like the cringiest concert you've ever gone to or had to go to. Like,
Banner Pilot.
oh.
Ooh.
But what's the real answer?
It was Banner Pilot.
Why?
They played
I
in
love them.
Modesto to 4 people,
Oh no.
and with the worst sound I've ever heard in my life.
Oh,
Oh.
so nothing that was their fault though.
Yeah.
Okay,
kinda
what about
not.
that like when it was their fault?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's an answer that I don't know if I want to give.
we can bleep it out.
Yeah.
It was Pup.
Oh.
Oh,
Man,
wow.
these
Yeah.
answers are bumming me out.
Yeah.
Really?
Pup,
Why? Why was it so
it
bad?
was that San Francisco show. I think I've told the story a million times where they were like being super lame about being like, because like people get really enthusiastic about what they're doing,
Yeah.
or whatever, and they were getting really like critical of people for doing that, like for like dancing and having like a good time and stuff.
for
like that.
bouncing around like in the crowd.
Yeah. And what really was bothersome to me was they like stop a song because of it. They stopped a song in the middle of a song to tell people to calm down, which is like,
Bummer. Like were they just regularly moshing?
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Oh.
It just was the normal thing where if you're in the front during a crowded show, you're gonna get pushed forward.
Not
Yeah.
in
It's just
Canada.
that's just gonna happen.
They're polite.
See, the only
Yeah,
time I've
apparently.
seen people stop songs for shows is if somebody's like
Being beat
hitting
up,
or
yeah.
like being abusive.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
which that wasn't the case. It just was like, hey, can you guys calm down? Like stuff's happening, whatever.
Mm.
And then so that happens, and then they what really was irksome to me was later on the guitar player who's not Stefan, the singer guy or whatever.
Mhm.
He goes, hey, I can't hear anything in my monitor. And Stefan goes, who cares? It's punk rock, dude. And I just wanted to be like, my brain, I literally left the room.
You're just
And
like, oh, I'm
and
done
just
with
waited,
you guys.
waited for the rest of my friends to come out because I was like, I can't deal with this
No
hypocrisy.
shit.
Like, it's just really bizarre.
Do you want me to bleep all this out? You want to leave it in? What do you think?
That's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Pup's not gonna hear this, right?
Yeah, they're not going
Who
to hear
knows?
this.
Well, next
Um,
year when
Angry
we're
pup.
It was just
Famous.
bothersome for me.
yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Is-
But yeah, that's I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that being
where it's
bothersome.
just like, I understand wanting to keep people safe, but then you can't be like, oh, it's punk rock.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? I'm a
That's
punk
like-
rocker.
I used to watch videos of Frank Carter when he was in Gallows,
Mm.
where you know how he used to like physically fight people
Yeah.
during shows, but he would pick people who were being bullies. So in the crowd, if somebody was like going the opposite way in the pit and like elbowing people, he'd be like, "Cool, somebody take my microphone. You, come here."
Yeah.
Okay, no. He'll dive in and like just go fight, which I'm like,
I
again,
find that weirdly attractive.
I mean, kinda, right? Oh my God, Frank Carter. But
I just like violence.
I'm the opposite of violence. I'm intrigued by the idea, and I'm like, good for you, but also you're like, and self-admittedly, I'm pretty sure he's like went on record and been like, I was in a very bad place. I was not good then.
That's like
So,
the opposite of the Bronx guy
Bronx.
who just goes in the crowd and he's like hyping up with everybody. He's like, all right, don't let your dreams be dreams.
That was a
like, he's like,
that was a religious experience.
yeah. Their set was
The Bronx
like,
was cool.
a religious thing.
Yeah.
Well, we went to go see them. Me, Eric. Wait, when was this? It was like 3 years ago.
He was like
Anthony was there.
He was like in the crowd. and
That's
shit,
right.
Too.
Well, we saw them at Slim's like
Yeah.
2 or 3 years ago. I really only went to see Culture Abuse because they were opening, and I was like, hell yeah, I fucking love that band.
He's wearing a Culture Abuse shirt.
I am.
right now.
Hey, what's up, y'all? The fucking band rules. Their banner said BRVNX, and I was like, who the fuck are the Bronx? I mean, I know the Bronx.
Yeah.
I've seen them a bunch of times, but I was just like, okay, Bronx. And Eric was just like, fucking Bronx. I was like, I know the Bronx. What the fuck, Bronx? Anyways, that was a show that Culture Reviews totally shat on the other opening band. So, yeah. Oh yeah. Shelby's going pee, so we're gonna keep talking.
Yeah, we're gonna keep talking about. Grab me
no.
a beer, please.
That was so. I don't know if people, and I think people do that I know, listen to a band called Sharp Shock.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that band?
No.
So they're from LA. They're like rock and roll, pop, punk adjacent band. Anyways, I'm not gonna give it like a personal opinion on that. Well, they were fine. They were kind of boring. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They gave me like very little energy. But apparently they're darlings of like LA, and I don't know what that means. But apparently people really like them. So, but my opinions, it was whatever. It was one show. I don't listen to their music anyways.
Yeah.
They ended their set doing a cover of "Police on My Back" by The Clash, and it was just like kind of just like really going through the motions. Like, this is a cover. We're not really straying or delineating from the structure of it.
Yeah, it's not putting your own spin on it. It's just
No,
kind of a
it was just
straight
like
up cover. Yeah.
we bought that London Calling Clash poster at Spencer's, and now we have it in our room.
Kind of like our version of Save Your Generation.
I mean, whatever. It's gonna be fucking sick though.
It is. Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, we did a Jawbreaker cover. It's gonna be really cute. But Culture Abuse came out. The first song they played was "Police on My Back" by The Clash, and so they came out and just fucking wailed. They fucking ripped. They destroyed the entirety of that stage. They ruined the other band's cover, and it was so beautiful to watch. Just a bad cover just get ripped apart by another band. And people, I like remember looking around, people were like, ooh, that's mean. Because it was just like it was the coolest cover of that song I'd ever seen. Anyways, yeah, so I loved it. I did. Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know.
you'll find out later.
So I didn't. So that wasn't my answer for the thing. It was just my anecdote about the Bronx. The Bronx.
Oh, cool.
Hell yeah. I don't know what my answer is. Do you want me to wait and then you
That's
go?
fine. Yeah. No, you can go. I mean,
I'm
I can
gonna-
go. It's fine.
I'm gonna think.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll know better how to answer the question once I answer it.
Yeah.
Mine's a tie. First, I had to because my sister wanted to go, and my mom's like, "Well, if she's going, you're going."
Oh boy.
The lineup was
Classic.
Papa Roach
Oh
with
my
I'm not
God.
done. I'm not done. With Papa Roach, with Hinder, Everclear,
Ooh.
and Nickelback.
Ooh.
Yeah, there were so many fireworks. There was it was the really long Papa Roach set. It was really cringy. It was just bad. It was right when that Rockstar song was really famous. So like everybody in the crowd was just like, I was pretty young. Everybody in the crowd was just like drunk, like, yeah, we all just want to be big rock stars. Like seriously, like we all want to be rock stars. It's like, that's great.
The song is sponsored by Rockstar Energy.
Yeah. And then my other answer, like the tied, would be I've gone to a lot of End Fests because my family knows somebody that worked at the radio station, and every time they would have leftover tickets, they would give them to my sisters and to me.
Uh-huh.
So there was one year where End Fest it was a really weird lineup. Like it was awesome. It was like Lady Gaga, Kesha, All American Rejects, but also Flo Rida was there.
Hell yeah.
And his set was so awkward and weird. And like during that shit, he got low, low. That song,
Yeah.
like he brought like some 12-year-old girls on stage to like dance.
Oh,
and they were like really dancing, like in a club.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh, this is uncomfortable.
I
was
mean,
like,
what do you expect from somebody of that namesake? The state of
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah.
honestly.
It took me so long to figure that out.
I know. Isn't that fun?
So-
Same. I totally
Yeah,
forgot.
it was either Nickelback or Flo Rida, but either way, it was a bad time.
Damn.
Do you have an answer now?
Do I have an answer?
It's okay if you don't.
It's okay if you don't.
It's a really.
Um,
I just wanted to tell my story. That's why I asked it.
There
honestly.
were so
Sorry.
there was one band that I think I just didn't like. They performed fine, but I just didn't like them. I went to go see Pink, and it was later. It wasn't that, but Pink rips.
Yeah.
What was the opening band called? I remember. They were called New Politics.
Oh,
I've
I've
never
heard that
listened to
name
them.
before.
So it was like a bass player who was also the lead singer, another lead singer, the bass player, and then a drummer. But they played all of their songs to a fully orchestrated mixed backtrack. So he's playing like
Wow.
single notes on bass, but there's a whole different bass line playing on the track. The drummer is doing a simple ass beat, but there's a whole different beat on the track to like fill everything out. And then the singer's not doing anything except being a hype man. And I was just like, this is like, if I wanted to listen to this, I would stay home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
But
That
you're gonna hear the same thing either way because it's exactly recorded.
yeah, which to some people I'm sure it was like good and performed well, but I just remember being like, "You're not playing," blah, blah, blah. But maybe that's just like my own like weird residual.
I saw DJ Khaled last year too.
How was that?
What?
Well, I went for Demi Lovato because I'm all about those
Oh.
vocals. So it was like Demi Lovato and Kehlani, but for some reason DJ Khaled tours.
Love.
And it was exactly what you would think. It was 25 minutes of him playing songs and like screaming his name over it. And at some point he brought out his baby.
Mm-hmm.
But he was also playing like Mac Dre songs and songs that he had like nothing to do with, like songs he didn't produce, like
Just for fun.
just for fun.
Huh.
And I guess that's like the point of like getting a DJ like hyping up the crowd. But there was a DJ there, so he wasn't even DJing.
Yeah.
He was just standing there with a microphone, being like DJ Khaled. Like he was a hype man, but he
That's
calls
like all he
himself
does.
DJ
Yeah,
Khaled.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
not a
yeah,
DJ.
yeah.
He brings a DJ with him
That's true.
and his baby. It was really weird.
He's just a producer, right?
But I got
Pretty
to get.
much,
I was
yeah.
able to get hammered at that show, so that was fine. I was a grown up.
Hell yeah.
And that's the end of that.
Man, I wish I had a better answer for mine.
It's okay.
No, it's not. I just wish I had a better answer. Yeah, I just wish I had a better answer. Do you have another question, Jake?
I have a lot of questions because I keep coming up with them.
Let's do it.
What influence do you feel like your parents have on your musical taste, if any?
My dad is a musician, so
Yeah.
like the first ever music I heard was music that his band made.
Mm-hmm.
So everything, my dad has everything to do with my influence of music.
Yeah.
He played a lot of very strong singers and a
Uh-huh.
lot of very strong like singing women like Shaka Khan and Whitney Houston and Aretha Franklin and like all of that. So he has everything to do with like my singing
Mhm.
taste for sure.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a really good soundtrack to grow up to.
Yeah, no, my dad was awesome. He
Jeez.
loved like
Mhm.
funk music and
Yeah.
he liked some rock and all that, but for the most part, like I grew up around really good music. I was very lucky.
Hell yeah.
My parents weren't my dad wasn't a square bear.
Yeah.
Like he told me that he hated, and this hurts me.
Fleetwood
He
Mac.
told me he hated Fleetwood Mac. Yeah, how did you know I was going to say
Because
that?
you said F, and I know you
Yeah.
like Fleetwood Mac.
And I love them. They're the best I've ever seen live. Actually, I changed my mind. But
Even with that drum vest with the balls on it or whatever.
yeah, yes. But my dad told me
I'll
that
show you
he
afterwards.
thought
Okay.
that Fleetwood Mac's Rumors album was so boring, and he was like, yeah. He told me this like last week over lunch, and I was like, and
I
he's
love-
like,
I love
He's
it.
like, I think that album's so boring. Like,
I
it's
love
so
an
boring.
opinion though. That's sick.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't
Yeah.
like it. I thought they were fucking lame. They were so boring, and I was like,
damn.
yeah. He's like, but he did say that like some of the songs were like the funk ones that Christine plays are pretty funky, and he loves funk music. He's like, those were pretty good, but the rest of them, it's fine.
Whatever about.
I'm like, oh,
Damn.
cool. So yeah, my dad has everything to do
Yeah.
with music for me, so it's cool.
I think I don't know. My parents listen to like all kinds of stuff for the most part, but I will say like the records I remember listening to as a kid that my dad had, it was like ZZ Top and Journey and
Hell yeah.
Creed and
Yeah.
Stone Temple
Yeah,
Pilots.
maybe.
Which, okay,
My dad's cooler. Sorry,
I
Dad,
mean,
I love you.
I will fully say though that Stone Temple. Oh, and well, I started listening to No Doubt because of my dad, because he really liked No Doubt also, which was sick.
Yeah.
That Stone Temple Pilots record though still kind of fucking rips. I don't know, it goes hard. It's interesting that I came around because I hated it. Oh, and Santana, I really like Santana because of my dad.
You know what? Me too.
Yeah, my dad was so whenever he played, it was like I think it was like the greatest hits. Yes, it had Smooth, but it had the one I think it was a song with Lauryn Hill.
Yes,
Was that the one?
maybe.
It was like a collab record. It was like a bunch of featured artists.
Is it the one of the songs that Brianna sampled later?
Maybe. Anyways, that record was great. I really liked that. I forgot it, but so to answer the question, no, it really has no influence on what I
Really?
listen
Okay.
to now
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
most
yeah.
part. Generally, 'cause I feel like I listen to completely different stuff
Mm-hmm.
now.
I'm also just gonna humbly brag that I learned recently that my dad played guitar on a Brother Lynch track.
Mm.
He's very Sacramento famous,
Oh,
but he's also like
famous.
kind of, but yeah, like a big old rapper. And I'm like, you played guitar on one of Brother Lynch's most famous songs, and you didn't even know that he put that song out, which is kind of shady.
Oh
but
wow,
Wow, that's weird.
Learned that a couple weeks ago too, after I learned that he hated Rumors. But
that's
Yeah.
cool.
anyway,
Yeah.
Jake.
Well, my dad was a big 80s metal guy, which I think is very apparent.
Yeah.
Like Metallica and Slayer and stuff like that.
I would have never guessed.
But then also the like hair metal stuff, like him and my mom were into, where it's like Rat
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that, and a lot of the 80s like synthy pop stuff too. They're into, which I really love still to this day. Where it's like I remember him putting on the first like Van Halen record for the first time and being stoked on it,
Oh yeah.
and I
Cool.
still am.
Yeah.
And I'm very anti Sammy Hagar because of him.
That's a strong opinion.
Just him as a person, I'm against.
As Sammy Hagar as a
yeah,
person.
yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Because of that, But yeah, because I remember him giving me my first Iron Maiden CD from his own thing. I remember him giving me a box of CDs and that being like a big thing for me, where I was like, oh my god, look at all these CDs.
Yeah.
Dr. Feelgood's in here by Motley Crue.
Ooh.
It was funny because the only Iron Maiden CD he had was Fear of the Dark, which is not a very popular one, but that's still my favorite Iron Maiden record.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good.
Dr. Feelgood was a fucking bop.
Yeah.
I went and saw them at Crewfest when they played Dr. Feelgood in its entirety.
Yeah, so
So that was actually a really sick concert.
all those first couple concerts, my dad went to them with me because
yeah.
I was getting into like newer metal stuff, and he's like, "This is pretty good. This is like new metal stuff." Or
That's
whatever.
sick.
Yeah, and then he the Seasons of the Abyss was the only Slayer record he had, and that's
Slayer?
That's also my favorite one too. So to this day, it's still.
I feel like I've never heard you talk about you even having parents until today.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
I don't know why.
I don't think I talk about it
you
that
don't
much.
ever talk
Yeah.
about your
Yeah.
parents.
Yeah.
Call your mom. Tell her you love her.
I just talked to her earlier.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, they're
Call her right now and prove it. No, don't.
I was like, "Mom, do you love me?" And she's like, "No." Yeah. They So he has, and obviously, if you have a metalhead dad, how do you like rebel as a teenager against your metalhead dad?
Yeah.
You listen to punk music
Yeah.
because he hates punk
Oh,
music.
yeah.
So there you go.
So there you're doing it.
Yeah.
My manager, so like I work in a warehouse with a lot of dudes, and a lot of the older guys that work there are like, there's a lot of like older punks there,
Mhm.
whatever. They found out recently that I'm in a band because I hide that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. Because people will be like,
Then they think they know me.
"Let's put it on." And
Yeah,
you're like,
and they
no,
ma-
no.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there was one point where my boss called me into his office and I got anxious. He's like, "Hey, I need to see you in my office." And I'm like, and I get in there and he in his office has Sad Girls Club's Pedestal video queued up, and he starts playing it and he's like, "You're in a band." And I'm like, "Oh my god, this is a nightmare."
Yeah,
Cute.
I
He
hate
got
that.
fired eventually.
I remember
but-
we were like,
Oh, that
loading-
was the asshole one?
Yeah, he was.
Oh.
I remember
But-
we were like loading our vans one day at work, and then some dude's like, "Oh, you're in a band?" He goes, "What's it called? I'll play it over the speakers in the van right now." And I'm like, "No." Like,
We're not doing
I
that.
was like doing it as
Necessary.
fast as I could so I can get out of there.
Yeah.
It's weird wanting attention all the time and then being like, "Not from you."
Well, yeah.
being selective about who you want attention from.
Well, because
Yeah.
because now that everybody in the warehouse knows that I'm in a band, they're like, "When are you playing? I want to come see your band." Like,
Yeah, you're like,
what's going on?
I
It's-
hate that. I
and
hate that.
I'm just like, oh.
Yeah.
I try to keep my work life and my
Creative
real
life.
life
Yeah.
much more separated than that. So now everyone's like, "What's your band doing? What are you doing?" And most of the time I'm like, "No, we're doing this. We're doing that. We're doing this."
Yeah.
It's
Just
it's hard because it's
I'm
like
just so awkward about it.
Yeah.
you almost don't want to like sell to like people that
Yeah.
you're like you're not gonna like it. So
Well, it's not
or
even like-
care.
But
Like,
when
you're not
Lousy
gonna like it or
Vice got on
care.
that magazine cover, I will say I showed everybody.
Oh,
Oh,
so
yeah.
did I.
Because
Yeah.
I didn't know we were
Yeah.
on the cover until we saw it, and then
I
I was
know.
at work, and I was like, look.
I took that shit to work. I'm like, this is what I'm gonna quit you guys for one day.
I was at work when you guys sent me like we're a cover,
really?
and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
hey, look at this, You
Hi,
think I'm
Lucy.
full of shit? I'm in a good band.
Yeah. No, legit. I like that was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
We've done some cool stuff. What's up, lady?
There's like a squirrel outside. Lucy can hear it.
I love her bark.
I
Oh.
know, me too. It's so
Bark into the
small.
mic, Lucy.
She's like, I'm not your fucking show pony.
Oh, she's
Okay,
so
I got one more question
She's so
before
perfect.
Before
The
we wrap
vibe.
things up.
the vibe
The
question.
vibe, yeah.
Okay. What is it?
Do you guys remember the first show you ever played?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which
You
which
go.
I'm asking that do you, but I know everybody does, so that's
Yeah.
why it's
So wait, does a battle of the bands? I don't think a battle of the bands counts. A high school battle of the bands. I don't count that. I'm not gonna count
whatever
it.
you want to count.
Fuck it. I'm not counting it. My first show was the night before my 16th birthday with the Mutilators,
Mhm.
opening for the Phenomenauts in Salinas, California.
Fuck the phenomenon.
Yeah, well, fuck Angel Nova. He's a piece of shit. All the people,
Yeah.
other people in that band are pretty cool, from what I remember. But they've cycled through so many fucking people in that band.
The only good phenomenon's a robot. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no. Oh my god, his song. Oh, I
I
actually
know.
just listened to it the other day.
Okay, sorry.
But I used to be a big fan of that band, and I remember that was like a big pivotal moment for me. And all my like high school friends came, and I'm really excited. It was really
cool.
fun. But that was my first show.
Oh, I used to be a big fan of the Phenomenauts too.
I went to all
before
their shows.
I knew anything,
Same.
you know.
Yeah.
That guy's a creep.
You've probably seen them at Plead for Peace a lot of times, huh, Jake?
At least once.
Yeah,
I
me
think.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were there.
We
I have a cadet
talked a
jacket.
lot
Jake
about
and
our
I have
Plead for
this
Peace
weird.
days.
Yeah, Jake
Yeah.
and I have.
We
been
could do
to
an
a lot of
entire
shows.
show about shows in common.
Yeah.
Oh, like
Pretty
shows
much.
we went to,
Yeah,
like
but we
before
didn't know
we
the
knew
other
each
was.
other.
Something
All
about
three
that
of us,
pretty
I
much.
think. Yeah,
Yeah.
all three of us have been at the same
Um,
place at the same time. Didn't even know each other.
But my first show was at the Valley Springs Vets Hall,
Ooh.
VFW kind of deal,
What's that?
We love.
and it was about it was me. It was Right Hammer Protocol, which had Jeff in it from Lightweight.
Love.
Jeff.
Walking Johnny, which was Brandon from Defender Grade, and Brian.
God damn! How
Whoa.
many bands have you guys had?
We've been in a million bands. This band called the Cancer Patients.
I know that.
Ooh.
Wait. I know that band.
Do you?
Yeah.
They're like a super hardcore band.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
weird. Okay,
yeah.
keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, because they were from up there too, and they used to be in Obsolete, which is the band that Brian and all of them were in as like metalheads. It's this giant web of things that just reaches out and touches everything.
Weird.
But I remember playing, and I've never been. It's interesting because I always say that I've never been nervous to play a show, and I never have been. Even that first show, I was
Mhm.
like super comfortable doing it. And I've never lost the same feeling of like doing that. The moment we started, I was like, oh yeah, this is it. This is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Kind of moment.
Oh, I felt
Yeah.
that too. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it was one of those things where it was like hella people from our high school just showed up, and it was like packed out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was good though. It was good.
That's sick.
Aw.
I have a DVD of it that I could that I
We're
I
gonna
have.
watch
I
that.
have like
Yeah.
video footage
Find
and
it.
everything. Yeah.
Bring it.
Yeah.
Show us.
That makes me sad. I still get nervous before every single show.
I.
so nervous. Like I'm gonna black out nervous.
It's only in the last like 2 years that I stopped.
Yeah.
Every show I played for the entirety I've been playing shows,
Yeah.
I get like way too nervous.
It's insane.
And then I play too fast because I'm stressed.
And then being on tour is like, oh, you have that feeling every day. But it's
Yeah.
amazing
Yeah.
once you're like
Yeah.
into it. But I'm like, oh man, I just get so nervous.
Yeah, I've never
before every
been-
Show.
Never been nervous.
That's good. That's
Mhm.
nice for you. Good.
Shelby, what was your first show?
My first show was an acoustic show. Because if it were electric, I would say it's Sad Girls Club's first show.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
So my first show was an acoustic show, and it was me, Tim Williamson, who still
Yes.
plays.
Mhm.
He's been in a lot of really great bands, but he still plays acoustic shows, which is kind of fun for me because I'm like, sentimental.
Yeah.
Rachel Hanna, who was in a band called Barfly Effect, and she's
Yeah, I
awesome.
remember that band. Yeah.
And then Danny Leister, who doesn't play anymore. But it was at Cafe Colonial.
Oh, that's
under the
sick.
under the old regime. And it was actually, we did a weird thing, which was kind of cool, where we all sat in a line on stage and we took turns playing a song.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, it was really wacky, but it was
I've
cool.
never seen that before.
Yeah,
I like that.
we took turns playing a song,
Yeah.
so it was one giant set. It wasn't super, super long, but it was really cool.
Kind of like when we went to that Garrett Dale and what's his name?
that John Snodgrass.
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
Where they went back and forth.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was
Also
fun.
a mess.
Yeah, man, Garrett, why you gotta get so fucked up, man?
That was
Why you gotta get so fucked up?
it was
Garrett?
it was very fun, but it definitely
We're
was
listening
messy.
to
But
this.
I mean, I guess that was sort of intentional, right?
Yeah.
Like
I will
they were
say
just
though, it was
party
the
tour.
funniest thing that I've ever watched.
It was
live.
very
Like,
funny. Yeah.
Their chemistry was very funny.
Yeah.
They had great chemistry on stage.
Like, I just really love watching someone rip a bowl on stage.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Going to F
So.
off.
They did that set and it was really like long, and I
It
went
was long.
home. It was because I remember because I had to slip out early because I had a flight in 2 hours. I was like, I have
Oh,
to go
that's
home. Because, yeah, I was
right.
gonna fly to San Diego.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
yeah,
I gotta
remember.
go.
Yeah.
I have a flight in 2 hours and I'm fucking tired. Like I got 2 hours of sleep and then I had a flight.
Yeah.
But it was cool. Yeah. So that first show was like, just people in a line playing their songs, and that was the first time I'd ever played like San Francisco X-Men Pedestal live ever.
That's sick.
That was in 2013.
Ooh, hey.
Mhm.
Live, laugh, love, gotta have it.
Mine was 2007.
Mine was 2006.
Yeah, I'm a late bloomer. Sad Girls Club is the first band I've ever really been in. So,
Yeah.
and that was fucking 2018. So
Yeah.
it took me a long time because I had really bad stage fright. Like I said, I still get really
Yeah.
bad stage
Oh,
fright.
it's
So
fucking nerve wracking.
playing
Yeah.
acoustic shows, like there were days where I would play a show, and it wasn't very often that I would play them, but I would just like cry afterwards because I would get so nervous, and then I like would feel like I would mess up the songs like on the guitar, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it took me a long time to figure out how to do it, like
Yeah.
how to do it live and be good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, it's so hard. It's like playing live and just trying to like I don't know. I used to,
Yeah.
like there are certain shows I remember very clearly, like about to go on stage and be like shaking.
Yeah.
Like I played a show with the Baltics at the House of Blues in West Hollywood,
Mhm.
and before going out, I remember just like looking at my hand and my hands like just shivering.
Oh.
Because I was like, I think it was one of the first shows I'd played with them too. So like I just learned the songs. Like this is brand
Yeah.
new, and this is a band that's been around for a long time that I really liked. And I was just like, okay, don't fuck it up. I guess we're going. Yeah, but I was stressed. So I get stressed sometimes.
Yeah. That was fun.
Cool.
Well, we
Yeah.
should probably
Wrap.
wrap this up soon.
Wrap it up a little
Wrap
bit
it up.
with what we're
I think we
vibing
should
on.
end by saying,
What?
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, what are we vibing on?
You're
Wait,
right.
what
Musically.
musically? What are we vibing
Yeah.
individually?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. I'm not going first.
Go ahead.
I don't know because I don't know my answer yet.
Yeah, because I know.
You
I
go
can go
first.
first.
Jake.
Okay,
You go
yeah, because
first.
I'm really enjoying the new Hot Mulligan record.
That's okay.
It's
I was
really
gonna
good.
ask you. You said that, and I was like, "What was that record that Jake said was really
Yeah, it's
good that I
called
need to listen
You'll
to?"
Be Fine. It's really good.
Damn. Okay.
Which it's that Midwesty.
I follow
emo
you on
stuff.
Spotify at
Yeah.
work, Jake. So every time you're listening to something, I'll look at my little like what my friends are listening
Yeah.
to, and all the time Jake will be listening to something. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking listen to
Yeah.
that
Let's see what that's
because
like.
Jake has great taste in music. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been enjoying that.
that's why I listen to that record.
The new Spanish love songs, obviously.
Oh my
really good.
god.
That
album's
and
amazing.
then for the other one, Jetty Bones, Old Women. I've really been enjoying a lot. That EP.
Hell yeah.
It's really good.
Dope.
Mm-hmm.
Jake had the right idea. He has his Spotify out in front of him, so I'm also doing that. What have I really been? Like
I was
wanna
also
say,
listening to a ton of Casket because we were gonna play with them, but now it's not happening. So
It's gonna happen eventually. Just rescheduled. That's all.
Yeah.
So I've really been vibing Spanish Love Song's new record, obviously, because all of us are just gonna cry through this entire year listening to that record.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, Young Enough by Charlie Bliss, which is like just that whole record, and Mannequin Pussy. I just think they're so great.
Mannequin Pussy is really
I
good.
just
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
they're really, really great. I've actually recently gotten to podcasts. It took me a long time to figure
Finally.
it out.
Oh, I was. Yeah.
So
I've-
it took me a long time to figure out how to find a podcast I liked.
that's all I listen to at work. pretty
What
much.
podcast are you listening to?
So weirdly, so I've been listening to NPR like the morning, like up first thing every day before
Oh,
when I
gotcha.
start my
Okay.
day, which is cool.
Yeah.
And then I've been listening to hold on, what's it called? This is new to me. I've been listening to This Might Get Weird, which is like Grace Helbig and
Oh, cool.
yeah. and Marmy. I can't remember her last name, but it's very funny. It's very entertaining. And then I've been listening to Nostalgia a lot too.
Oh, yay.
Because like I had a hard time getting through episodes because my attention span.
Yeah.
And I started with shorter podcasts, and now I can really get through all of them. So I've been re-listening to Nostalgia because I initially, this is Eric's other podcast.
Hi.
I've been listening in chunks. Like I would start an episode, and then I would come back to it like halfway through an episode, and then come back to it like for the end.
Well, because Jess and I get real dense with like subject matter and all that stuff and going through.
Well, and it's not even that. Just in general, like if it's over like 15 minutes, I had a hard time. Like I used to listen to the Anxious and Angry podcast, which was Off With Their Heads, which I still listen to occasionally. It's probably my favorite one. But yeah, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts.
And you're going to be on an episode of Nostalgia once we get the audio figured out.
I have.
The audio got hella fucked, so we might have to redo an intro. I don't know what's going to happen, but we did
Bummer.
Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a good episode. I'm really excited.
And then I did a couple of other podcasts of other people that will be airing at some point too.
Hell yeah. I have been vibing. I have to go through and look. So the drummer of Trapped Under Ice, lead singer of Turnstile, just put out a solo thing that has sounds nothing like any of those bands, and it's actually really good. It's called Free the Birds. I think he put that out like last week. That's really fucking solid. There's a band that I never really listened to, but a lot of other bands seem to like them, so I gave them a shot, called Fiddlehead. It's called Fiddlehead? Fiddlehead.
Okay.
They're like post-punk, post-hardcore. Like it's I don't know, it's I listened to 2 full records and they're pretty fucking cool. What else? I'm always listening. I feel like I'm always listening to Drug Church. Spanish Love Songs is fucking sick. Rips so hard. Oh, and you know what? Yeah, Gouge Away. I'm like, I'm never not listening to
I've
that.
seen them a couple times.
Yeah. I'm never not listening to that latest Burnt Sugar album. It's fucking amazing. Yeah.
I'd say too, I've been listening to a lot of Enemy U for obvious reasons because of the past couple weeks. So
also
a lot of that.
What do you say when you're like when someone's not the winner but they're
runner up?
Not runner up.
Consolation prize.
Like a special shout out to White Reaper, who I have.
I
saw them live for the first time in San Diego at the Casbah a few weeks ago, and they are amazing. That guy's voice is insane. It's exactly the same. I get a person sounding the same, like they're just as good as they are on the record, but he is exactly the same. Every single minuscule thing that he does on their records, he does live. Like every little like everything, it's all exactly the same. It's so well polished. Yeah. And all the songs are just really great. So
that's awesome. No, I love that. I feel like collectively everybody I know for the most part loves White Reaper quietly, and it's just like, no, that band, it's just like, they're very good.
Never listened to them. So.
I'm going to put it on.
Yeah, I think you would really fucking
after
dig
this.
it. Yeah, you would.
Fucking rules.
Okay.
So one of their records, I'm just going to say that. Sorry, I know we're going to wrap up.
Their merch game's weak though, sorry.
Is it?
Yeah,
that sucks. That's really unfortunate because I love shirts. Love clothes. JK, LOL. I don't know what I'm saying. One of their records sounds like Collab or Die. One of their records sounds like if the Dead Boys were trying to do a Shannon and the Clams record.
Okay.
That's a good take.
Not their latest record or the one before it. It's I think their second or their first. It literally sounds like that, which is sick. And then after that, they just turned into The Sweet. You know The Sweet?
Nope.
They did Ballroom Blitz. They did Fox on the Run. They did Teenage Rampage. So they just turned into that band, and it's like crazy. And now it's a mix of the two. Their latest record.
Their most recent record was produced by the drummer of The Killers.
Interesting.
Did you know that?
Was it?
Yeah.
That's
completely
cool.
like the drummer of The Killers has taken them under their wing.
I thought you were going to say the drummer of All American Rejects because he produces like every record ever.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, The Killers.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I learned that. Frickin' shout out to Manny for knowing everything.
Oh, I know. Shout out to Manny. Hi, Manny.
But yeah, I learned that, and I'm like, and I was listening through their "You Deserve Love," and I was like, oh, you know what? I could definitely see that.
Yeah, it's a good record. It's just a really good record. Yeah, they're a great band. Well,
there you go.
Cool. This was, I don't know how long this is going to be.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
It might not end up being as long as we've talked.
Oh, yeah, because I'll probably, I'm going to figure out how to edit podcasts. This is going to be so fun.
Yep.
This is the first ever Lousy Advice podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what they say? If you want lousy advice, go to Lousy. I was trying to do
I had no idea what you were doing with that.
That's actually what they say. I've heard also
You were
as well.
supposed to
Oh,
know,
you
that's
were
that's what it
orchestrating
feels
us with your
Yeah,
hands.
So,
yes.
with that being said, going forward, we're going to need some content. So, we're going to need you guys to ask us some things.
Yeah. Ask
Advice
us.
related, not advice related. Maybe we'll do a couple of advice questions at the end of the podcast.
There's an ant on my microphone. That's so
Aw.
sick.
Oh my god.
So, if you need advice, ask us. If you want to ask us questions,
Yeah.
ask us.
Hit us up on our socials.
Yeah.
At
'Cause
lousy score under advice. I think on everything.
Lousy. Wait, what did
Lousy
you say?
underscore advice.
you didn't say that the first
You
time.
said
did
lousy score under advice.
I've
Go
had 4 beers. Lousy
Lousy
Yes.
underscore advice.
underscore advice.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm Eric.
I'm Shelby.
I'm Jake.
We didn't introduce ourselves at the beginning.
We didn't. It's
We
fine.
didn't.
It's fine.
Actually,
But if
we
you're
did-
listening to this, you know.
We did when
Yeah.
we got into the stories. So.
Maybe one day someone will start this from the beginning and be
Well,
like, "Oh, this
who's
is
who?
them."
I don't know
Who is
them.
this?
Or hopefully people who don't know us and just like our shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's cool. We're doing a band podcast. Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Thank you so much.
If you made it all the way through, thank you so
We can
much.
do a song that's just for the podcast.
That's what I was thinking too.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck!
Oh.
Okay,
An
we're
acoustic
signing
one.
off.
We're
We're gonna
gonna
fucking
write
we're
it
figuring
right
this
now.
out right
Right
now.
now. Yeah.
Okay, bye. We love you,
Bye.
JK. I don't know
You'll
you.
hear it. You'll hear it at the beginning.